What's going on, y'all? Today I'm going to show you basically a real quick video of basically if you're going to start maybe a beginner studio session, start recording yourself, maybe you start wanting to record other people, maybe your friends, things like that. I'm going to do a quick little video and just show you a couple things that I would personally say is beginner kind of entry level equipment that you should start out with. You're going to need basically an interface. So this is an interface. I would probably go with the Focusrite Scarlett 2i2. This way, basically you have two inputs here. This is basically where either your microphone is going to go or your guitar. Maybe you have somebody that sings and plays guitar at the same time. I started out on the 2i2. A lot of people definitely start out on the 2i2 or just the Scarlett in general. It's got decent preamps. It's gotten better over the years for sure. You got the direct monitoring for your outputs. It's really good. Solid, easy to start with, USB for the price point, things like that. So I would definitely go with this. Basically what the audio interface does, if you don't know, is it takes your signal from the microphone into your computer. So it also brings your computer sounds or audio from your computer out through the speakers or your headphones, whatever you have. So that's the purpose of the interface, which you absolutely need to record. The second thing is the probably most important for right now is the microphone. If you want, you can get something very cheap for like $100. You can get something called the Technica AT2020 microphone. It run you about $100. Like, it's pretty cheap. It's gonna not be that great, but you're starting out, so that's kind of what it is. Yeah, the AT2020 is gonna do what you got to do. Maybe you end up liking recording and you're going to do it for a while. I would definitely upgrade pretty shortly after that. But otherwise, I would just go for the Rode NT1A or the new NT1 that they have. You get it for like 160, 250, 330. Like, this is going to be better than that AT2020 for sure. It's going to be pretty crispy. There's been videos of rappers using this in like hotel rooms, specifically Lil Wayne. But yeah, I started out with this one as well. I had no complaints, recorded an album with it, recorded a bunch of other people with it, got great results once you learn how to mix and everything like that. So those are your two mics that I would suggest maybe. Stay low on a budget and it still gives you alright quality, better than anything else that you're going to get shitty mic from like Temu or something like that. Then you're going to need some monitors. If you want to start mixing, you absolutely need monitors. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. You have to use the monitors at some point. If you don't really plan on mixing in the beginning and your music is not going to sound that great without mixing, you are going to mix on like Beats or some type of headphones. It's not going to sound the way it needs to sound. It's not going to be flat. It's going to have crazy bass in there, and then your music is going to sound muddy and bassy. You need monitors if you're going to mix. At first, if you're just recording, learning how to record, no mixing at all or anything like that, you can get away with just not having monitors. But once you start needing to mix, which is, one of the biggest portions or aspects of making music, you're going to need the monitors at some point. So I would go with the JBL 305P. These are pretty good. I'm sure you've seen people with these KRK Rokits. They're pretty, known mainly more for producing and making beats and things like that, but you could still definitely get away with making music on them, mixing on them. It's better than nothing. So you get a pair for like $378. Here's one for $190 each. Rokits are like pretty decent. Monitors, I would definitely go with these. $250 for a pair. That's sick. That's amazing. 250 Yamaha, that's what I use. I use HS7s right now. Amazing monitors. Tried and true. They're good. One of the last things that I would always suggest without having room treatment, like you see in the back here, I don't even know where. I have some room treatment, foam on my walls, which is decent. It's not the best, but it's definitely better than having nothing. But I always say if you have no room treatment, get a Kaotica Eyeball or something like this. There's other ones that you can get for like $50, $100 on Amazon that pretty much will do the same thing. These ones are a little pricey. They're like, I think like $200 or $300 maybe even. Let's see what it says. Okay, so 178, you need this regular kind of eyeball here. 178 It's kind of pricey, but it's gonna make your vocals and your recording sound so much better for sure. So yeah, these are basically my first essentials to starting a studio. As much as starting to record and things like that, you can do different digital audio workstations, DAWs, in order to actually record. There's a free one called Audacity. It's not good, but it's free. One of the better ones, and even what I use, it's free for 60 days, and technically they don't do anything with it, but they encourage you to buy a license if you're going to make money off of it. It's called Reaper, Reaper. I love it. It's amazing to record with. I've been using it for 6-7 years now, and no complaints at all. It's amazing. It's really good for any type of recording. So yeah, you can get your DAW, and then you're off to the races basically. Mixing, start out with your basic stock plugins that they give you in the DAW, and then eventually basically you'll learn how to use it, and then you can buy quality plugins, which, you know, on my channel we'll go over that, you know, a couple later videos and things like that, what's good, what's not good, you know, stuff like that. But buying a bunch of plugins is not going to make your music sound better if you don't know how to use the plugins. So if you don't know how to use it, it doesn't matter if you buy a $300 plugin, it's going to sound like shit because you don't know how to use it, which is what it comes down to. Pretty much my bare essentials advice starting out. Everybody starts out somewhere. I started out with basically the same type of equipment. My monitors were absolute garbage and they were like burnt out. You just got to keep using it and learn. And eventually, I mean, I stuck with this stuff for probably like 5-6 years. I was like recording a lot of clients at the time. And then finally I was just like, I need to upgrade. So I, you know, started getting better equipment like this here, and, you know, quality went up a bunch. But yeah, that's pretty much everything. Definitely drop some comments if you have any questions on, you know, anything at all, what to get, if something's good, if something's bad. I can definitely respond to it and let you know. Just be on the lookout, like, follow, subscribe, everything like that. We're going to do a lot of different videos here, basically helping you out, you know, mixing, mastering, recording, anything really, production even. We're going to start doing some Logic stuff. We have a couple different DAWs that we're going to try and do some tutorials on. So just stay in tune with us.